Hey, what's going on guys? Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel, and Resident Evil 2 is literally a week away from today. It is really exciting to say that because I cannot wait to play this game next week. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about what success looks like for Resident Evil 2. The latest numbers of players that have played the demo is astonishing at over 2 million players have played the demo. Now that's on PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox, and I have to say that's awesome. That's really cool to see that a lot of players are starting to come out and try this demo out. Even if you're not a fan of Resident Evil and you've never played the game before and you tried the demo out for the 30-minute timeline, and that's awesome. That's really cool to see. Now I do imagine a lot of people were like me, where I created a second account in order to play the demo again, just so I really enjoyed it the first time. It sucks that 30 minutes was the kind of barrier that you had to be behind for this demo. So I created another account, played it again, enjoyed it again, and I imagine a lot of players have done the same. So that's probably why 2 million is really up there. But again, 2 million people playing this game, again, it really does look like a lot of success for Resident Evil 2. It looks like a lot of people are going to be playing this game. Hell, I have done my duty as a fan of the series, as a fan of Resident Evil 2, letting people know, hey, try this demo out. If you've never played Resident Evil 2 or you played Resident Evil 2 back in the 90s, try this demo out, see if you like it, and I imagine that you will like it, especially if you're a fan, if you're somebody that loves zombie games, you will definitely enjoy. And sure enough, I mean, if there's over 2 million players that have tried this out, man, that is awesome to see that this game, I feel like, is really going to take off. I think a lot of people have been dying for, you know, a new Resident Evil game that's going back to its roots, as well as visiting, you know, characters that we've all loved and enjoyed to be around. Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, we want to see, you know, what this game has to offer for them, you know, changing up some of their stories, changing up the layout of the environment they're in. I think a lot of people are interested in this game, and the success for Resident Evil 2 really, I think the reviving of this of Resident Evil 2 really benefits the other games that kind of go past Resident Evil 2. I think just with the success of Resident Evil 2 being able to sell a lot more copies, I think Capcom's going to see that. I think as fans, we really want to see more and more of the games, and I have to imagine that Resident Evil 3 is definitely in the works right now. If it's not, I imagine as soon as Resident Evil 2 is done with all of its content, that I imagine that we're going to be getting some news about Resident Evil 3 Nemesis getting a remake, because Capcom has to see that a lot of players are interested in the demo. I imagine a lot of players probably bought the game after they've tried the demo, if they hadn't bought the game already, and they're seeing the numbers flow in of how much money they're acquiring with people paying for Resident Evil 2, that they have to do a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake, because they are just going to have enough more success with that game just as much as they're having success with Resident Evil 2. But that also looks like we might be seeing more revival of a lot of other Resident Evil games in the series. One of them, again, you guys have seen a lot of gameplay of, is Operation Raccoon City, which again is one of my fan favorite games, even though I know it's kind of a guilty pleasure game because it's really bad. However, I really do love to see if that could actually get a remake or a remastered version of making it look a lot better, making it feel a lot better to control. Hell, I really do love the atmosphere that game creates. I love it. That's kind of an action game that kind of takes away from the survival horror game, but again, it was a lot of fun. So I really do hope with success of Resident Evil 2, as well as the possibility of a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake, hopefully we see some of that continuation over to other games. Another one is, what about Resident Evil Outbreak? Again, this was a game on PlayStation 2 that was coming of age of the internet, where you can actually play with players online, and I really do see that this game, again, just like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, could be one of those things that's on the cutting edge flow, that just people are wanting to see this other brand, this Resident Evil Outbreak, one of those games that actually is revived and brought back in, because again, it was ahead of its time, really, with the internet and players being able to play with one another, with how well the internet's gotten over the years, as well as connectivity and matchmaking and players being able to interact with each other. I really do think that Resident Evil Outbreak could be one of those games that, again, with the success of Resident Evil 2, possibility of Resident Evil 3, you know, an Outbreak or Operation Raccoon City, I don't know, all those different types of games that I think a lot of people are really interested in. Again, Resident Evil Outbreak could be one of those games that Capcom remakes and brings to us. I think, again, they will have a lot of success with those games, because I think a lot of people really saw the, again, Resident Evil 5 and 6 were not, you know, what people were wanting, and is not what, you know, players were wanting, even though Resident Evil 5, in my opinion, wasn't that bad of a game. Players really enjoyed Resident Evil 4, but when Resident Evil 7 was released, I think that's what got people's attention where, you know, again, they could go back to the survival horror roots and have a good time with it. Again, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 7, even though I was pretty late on the bandwagon of playing Resident Evil 7. I really enjoyed it, and again, I really look forward to Resident Evil 2 and going back to the roots of the survival horror game. And again, I think that demo really did a great job of being able to show what potential Resident Evil 2 has, and I'm also excited to see what type of things they will be adding to this game. I know I've already made a video about possible in-game possibilities for the game, you know, like infinite ammo, you know, different guns being unlocked, different game modes like extreme battle being brought back. Well, I know we already know we have Fourth Survivor as well as Tofu, but again, I really am excited to see the possibilities for Resident Evil 2 if it's successful, and I really do see that this is going to be a successful game in the Resident Evil series, and I do see that, you know, other games will be remade in the series, because I really do think that, you know, Resident Evil Nemesis, Outbreak, I think those games are going to be up next after Resident Evil 2, because I think a lot of fans are really enjoyed the series up to that point, and I really do think that they will be doing a lot of fan service as well as bringing in new players into the game. But guys, I would love to know from you, what do you guys think about Resident Evil 2? What do you guys think about it being successful? Again, I really do think with 2 million players trying out the demo, I really do think that Resident Evil 2 is going to be one of the most successful games in the series, that I think Capcom really needs to take a look and saying, hey, you know what, Resident Evil 2 is a success, let's go back to other games and either remake or remaster them and make them better, and sell them back to us, and hopefully it's, again, Resident Evil is a great series. I would love to see it flourish again, and I think Resident Evil 2 is definitely one of those things that they're planting the seed, they're watering it, they're taking care of it, and I think we're going to see a lot of good things growing from it, and I'm really excited to play this game next week. But again, I would love to know from you, what do you guys think about the success of Resident Evil 2? What does that make for the series of Resident Evil? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop me a like. Again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys all next time.